Alright guys, here you go. You got your steel sprayer, holds about 5 gallons. You got some surfactant, added surfactant that I'm going to use. Just helps the sticking process, ensures a good termination. Then of course our generic Roundup glyphosate, as you like to call the active ingredient. That's actually called herbicide plus, so that means it has some surfactant already in it, but we're going to add some. Like I say, we're going to add some to it. So basically, all we're going to do is we're going to pour our chemical in here. There's a lot of debate on how much it is overkill to apply on a backpack sprayer. I don't think it really matters as long as you get a good kill. I'm going to put about 16 ounces on this. This is only like a half-acre food plot, but I think that should be adequate enough for this process. Alright, here you go. Sitting really rocket science. Got crop oil right there, and you got your Roundup right here. I'm just going to start with pouring some in there. That trap's good. It's going to keep the sprayer from getting clogged up. Should be about right there. Alright, then we got our surfactant, crop oil if you will. It's going to help that bonding process. Make sure that ensures that chemical sticks to what we're trying to kill. But right now we're going to go ahead and get to spraying. You can see I sprayed this whole access trail. This is our way to get in here. I like it. Minimal human intrusion. We're not leaving scent anywhere. And a lot of times it's not so much while you're there, which it is. It's important to mask your scent at all times, but I think it's really important, extremely important to mask as much as you can the scent that you leave behind. I'm a big believer in that. You know, that mature buck lives and dies by his nose. So he doesn't have wings to fly away, big fangs to fight back. He has his nose. That's how he survives the biggest predator, man. But hold on 1 second, I'm gonna give it a little shot right here. A little pump up. That's good right there. So right now I'm spraying my back door access. This tree. Just want to make sure none of this stuff grows up thick and tall during the season. There you have it. Got that sprayed. Just keep everything back. We'll come out here to our access, the plot. I'm leaving some of this green stuff here, taller stuff, just to, you know, keep that security cover. Here's our food plot right here. You can see we got some hours in this thing. There's our scrape tree, another scrape tree over there. I'll touch on one more thing. You can see all these little new shoots coming up through this thatch. That's what I was getting at earlier. You want that stuff, you want to give it some time. That way your chemicals got something to attach to. That way when the plant's got something on the outside to bring it down, the chemical to the roots and kill it. But yeah. Alright guys, smelling funky out here. And that's pretty much it. So we got the whole thing sprayed. And one point I want to make here is, you know, we did a burn down with glyphosate. Now, I saw some mare's tail in here. There's going to be some stuff we're going to spray twice. First time, it's going to kill everything. And then we're going to check it in about a week and a half. Whatever's left that's coming up that we didn't kill, we're going to have to get a specific herbicide for that application. Then we'll spray again, Roundup and whatever herbicide we go with for the specific application of what weeds we can't get rid of. We'll take care of that problem and we'll spread lime. And that's our next step. Alright guys, we are heading out to the kill plot to check on what kind of termination we got on the weeds that we sprayed that chemical burn down on. So, plenty surfactant in it. I sprayed it in the hotter portion of the day, so I mean that's what I like to do. Like I say, I'm not a I don't have a horticulture degree. You know what I mean? I'm no expert. I do study this stuff a pretty dang good bit for the last, I don't know, 15 years. But some people say that you want to spray early in the morning or late in the evening because the plant's taking up nutrients during that time. They say during the middle portion of the day, hottest portion of the day, they kind of shut down. Makes sense. I just have read some labels from some different chemical companies like Syngenta and things like that talk about spraying in the hottest part of the day. So anyhow, that's what I've always done. I don't think it really matters when you spray, as long as you spray the right amount of mixture, you agitate it, you add in your crop oil, all that stuff, and you get a good coverage. And I think that's what we got. So we're gonna go check this and see how it did. Alright guys, I'm about to show y'all what this journey is looking like. I think this is gonna be a really good plot. I don't know, I mean, I've been running a covert on it and some corn, and I've been getting basically just doe groups. No bucks yet, but that doesn't mean, you know, like I say, that doesn't mean that by the time October gets here there won't be a massive deer that shows up here. Don't ever know, so that's why we've got it set up. But about to show y'all, we got an awesome results on spraying. Look at the results we got. So that's the results. I mean, this food plot is gonna be, I don't know, I think it's gonna be jam up. See, we're just doing a little survey right here. That's our covert. I was feeding some corn over there. It got wet, but all this is going to be plowed up anyhow. But that's your covert cell cam, and that is a AT&T model covert, 2017 model. Love these things. They send me pictures, and got some deer eating that corn for the survey. But one of the things I love about this covert is I could slip into this stand right here undetected. I mean, this thing will let me know if there's any deer in this plot, and I'll probably move it when it gets close to the season. I'll probably move it back on this pine tree over here to watch the whole plot. That way I know if there's any deer in the food plot when I'm approaching it. And then you look over here, you got this mock scrape right here. This will be a good spot. I'll hang a scrape dripper off of that. I'll also hang a scrape dripper off of that right there. So this has turned out really well. I'm about to hang this Millennium over there in that tree and give you a view of what it looks like up there, but we've pretty much got all the bases covered. The only other thing we're going to do from here is we're going to spread our lime and plow and plant. You know, should have spread the lime, you know, 8 months ago, but you know, I didn't know this was going to be a thing 8 months ago. So we'll check the pH levels after deer season and then lime again accordingly to what our soil sample tells us then, but it should be a good spot. Alright guys, I'm going to show you this camera right here. Put a new card in it, and what I'm going to show you, what I prefer to do when I'm setting up these coverts, I like to use lithium batteries because that's going to give you about 6 weeks on average is what I'm getting out of them. So that's really, really good. I don't have to come in here changing out batteries every 2 weeks, so it really helps me in that regard. So once you go to setup mode, it's going to start checking. You can see it's checking for service. Then you'll see a bunch of numbers come across the screen, and then you'll see service bars up here. Alright, that's once you see that, alright, see there, it's got the service bars showed up and the numbers. So once you see that, you can go to your settings. Alright, I've got 12 megapixel pictures, 1 photo. Alright, next tab, PIR tab, 1 minute intervals. I got it on low sensitivity because it's right over corn. I don't want to get pictures of undesirable stuff, non-target stuff. Alright, send mode, you want instant delay. I put on 4 hours. It sends me real time anyhow, and I think it gives me better battery life. And in the system, you can set your clock, put the timestamp on the pictures, flash power, you can enable a password, all that stuff. Alright. And another thing you can do, which I'm going to do, is format the card. Just want to wipe the card clean and format it to the camera. Alright, so the card's formatted. Another thing you can do, you want to make sure you have the most recent firmware update. That ensures your camera is working properly. Alright, so let's check. We got 0 pictures. I don't know if you can see that. 0 pictures. Alright, so that's what we want. So now we're going to go to the on. Make sure you put that on, and then close her up. Now she's ready to take pictures. Now I'm going to show y'all what it looks like from the tree. I think most of the deer are going to come from that back corner and come in. I think most of the deer are going to come from this point. I think the buck's going to probably come from this point. So on a northwest wind coming this way, he's going to be circling downwind and coming here right into the plot. But he's not going to catch my wind because I'm 25 yards off of the food source. So it's day 1. Not day 1 really, it's day 562 of preparation, but it's planting day. So heading to, got 5 kill pots to plant. So it's gonna be a long day today. But next time we see y'all, we'll be hooking up the tractor.
I got one. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I'm camera shy. I got one out. One's broke.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Just as soon as I put the ratchet on, it was loose. This one was loose.
That right there is why I had y'all check it. Yeah.
Hey, Herb.
I ain't trying to get slowed down today.
Herb.
Last year that happened, and it bent one of the gains, and it was a big mess. So just trying to make sure we got everything good before we start.
Bart, we're gonna bring it back in one piece this time, man. I said, hey, y'all, I want to make sure all these jokers.
Oh yeah.
Because
That long enough.
yeah, we don't need what happened last time happened. That's Bert. That's a man. He's hiding behind the toolbox over here. That's the man in charge. The man in charge. The main guy. Oh, there you go. Also running Lane Brothers Auctions. So if you need to auction something off, holler at Bert. He'll hook you up. Hey, one that's made out of Superman blood. You know what I mean?
Here you go.
Donkey jaw. What do you want that's made out of a donkey's jaw? Grade at 100.
Well, as you can see, it's a wet one. I about got stuck. I'm about to show you where. But I had to work my redneck ingenuity and got out. Show you first thing. So we got a good seed bed here. Now I made an entrance for the deer. Deer obviously are going to take the easiest path of least resistance. So came in off the food plot. Right into this point. There's a point about 100 yards from there where that buck's bedding at. But just trying to train him to come out this way. That way I can bank on a predictable wind. Come out here. Got corn right there. Mock scrape tree right here. That, my friends, is what I almost got stuck in. But I got out. That's all that matters. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go get the seed and everything. Go ahead and start sowing my seed. Planting a variety of different forage oats and generic wheat and generic oats in this one right here. Ought to be pretty good, especially late season. Alright guys, our last step is to seed this food plot. You see what I'm using here. Generic wheat, generic oats, forage wheat, forage oats, some brassicas in there. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna seed this and then I'm probably just gonna run it over with the tractor tires to pack it in. But we'll go ahead and get started. Alright guys, I'm going to show you. So this scrape tree, we got rain coming, which is awesome. Just planted this kill plot. But this scrape tree is, like I say, it's a cord and a bunch of oak limbs across it. But what I'm going to do is, stands right there. I'm going to show you what I'm using here. Alright, that's a dead downwind bottle. Cleaned out. Took like 2 months to get all the smell out of it. 100% polyester sock. And then we got our scrape dripper cap. Alright, fits perfect on it. Let me show you. Alright, this is kind of how this works. Alright, you see that? I've got a hole cut in the bottom of that sock. Alright, 100% polyester to hold up. See that? It's dead downwind. Alright, so all you do, slide that puppy over wrap it around the limb and tie it off. And then we're gonna put this scrape dripper cap on it. This thing lasts. The reason why I came up with this, so I don't have to keep going in, filling scrape drippers, putting my scent on stuff. This lasts around, I want to say 2.5 months or 2 months. But it's about to rain, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing put up. And as you see, it's about to pour, which is gonna be awesome for this food plot. But there it is. So we're encouraging bucks to come right here in front of the tree to scrape. All right. It's gonna be jam up, and hopefully we'll have some footage of killing a big old southeast buck out of this plot on this scrape dripper. Thanks for watching.